Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, drone pilots, wherever you are, whenever you are. This is going to be a UCI specific video about how to connect your Raspberry Pi to the UCI Mobile Network. So as usual, there are some instructions on the course website. Under Files, Advanced Topics, Internet Connected Drones, how to connect Pi to UCI Mobile Access Wi-Fi. And there it is. So if your Pi is going to be on the drone, you're operating in headless mode. That means no monitor, no keyboard. So when you connect it to the UCI Wi-Fi hotspot, make sure you have 0 installed and configured correctly, or you will not be able to log into your Pi when it's on the UCI network. The reason is when it connects, it gets a new IP address every time, and you don't know what it is. So 0 tier creates a virtual IP address automatically, as explained in the previous video. So in order to make this work, first we have to register the MAC address with UCI, and then we have to configure the Raspberry Pi. So let's SSH into the Raspberry Pi to find the MAC address. So you SSH in. Uh-oh. It's not on. So it'll take 30 seconds here for it to boot. Anyways, you SSH in. You type this command, ifconfig. In the WLAN 0 paragraph, the MAC address is a set of characters after the word ether. Then you need to register your MAC address with UCI once you've recorded it. Here's the website. And I want Chrome. And you go to manual registration. It's going to ask you to verify your credentials. So I'm going to skip that part. But once you do that, this page will come up, which is a list of all of your MAC addresses that are registered to your UCI Net ID. So you add MAC address with a new one, and it asks for comment. I usually put a comment there saying Raspberry Pi. So add the MAC address. Under comments, I usually put Raspberry Pi so you know which one it is. Click submit. And then this should work instantly for UCI that you have access. Now, the next thing you need to do now that UCI is granted access is to configure your Raspberry Pi. So now that it's booted, it should be possible for us to log in. Uh-oh. Okay. It has not booted yet. Why? Please boot. All right, stand by. The power is not working for the Raspberry Pi. I'll be back in a second after I troubleshoot this. Okay, I got the Raspberry Pi powered on, and now we're going to log in. So we've logged into the Raspberry Pi. Let's clear this. So you have to give it a command that will add the UCI MobileNet to its list of SSIDs that it will try to connect to. So that's what I just did. And I'm not sure that's exactly how I wanted to do it. Yeah, make sure that there's no return in the command line so that it looks like I accidentally added the wrong one that had a return in there, so that wouldn't work. So it's going to automatically connect to that when you go to campus and turn on your Raspberry Pi. Now, like I said, it's not going to, okay. So, and then it will automatically connect to 0 tier. However, you also need to edit the script that creates a Wi-Fi hotspot because you want to tell it that one of its desired networks is UCI Mobile Access. Otherwise, it will go into hotspot mode because it didn't connect to the one that it didn't connect to SSID 1, and you haven't told it to look for SSID 2 yet, which is UCI Net Mobile Access. So put that in there. Control X to exit, save, Y, yes, name, the same name, enter. And now, if you reboot it, so from now on, whenever you're within range of the UCI Mobile Access, it will connect. And then once it connects to the internet, it will also configure the zero-tier VPN network, and you can SSH in with the zero-tier virtual IP address that we showed you how to do in the previous video. So that's it. Now you can connect to the UCI mobile network.